There are now a final 6 cities in the running to host the festival. Sundance has a contract in Utah. It ends in 2026. The whole festival could move in 2027. So Park City is still on the list, along with Boulder, Colorado, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Atlanta, Georgia. So, I did ask Eugene about all of this today to see how likely is it for Sundance to move. And I do want to say real quick, we do know they are here next year, 2025 and 2026. They're not, if they do move, it's not just yet.
Yeah, it's through that contract, but
yes.
Let's hear what he had to say.
Yeah. There was quite a range of cities on that list.
Yeah.
Is there something really specific that you look for with this festival? I know Park City, Salt Lake's a size, Atlanta's a very big city, but then you have some smaller, little big cities, I call them, on that list too. What are you kind of looking for when it comes to hosting something like this?
Well, for us at Sundance, I was talking about the films and the discovery and the filmmakers earlier. We really start with the artists. So what is going to be the best opportunity for artists to connect with audiences? So we start there. We look at the capabilities of the city. We look at the economic realities. We look for cities that match our values. Sundance is really about casting a wide net, bringing films from all over the world, including and inviting a diverse audience and filmmakers. So I think we really want to make sure that as we evaluate what the right strategic place for the festival is in 2027 and beyond, we're looking at it through a bunch of different lenses. And we're really excited that Utah is moving forward in this process with us, because we've just been really, it's been really exciting to honor the history of the festival and have conversations with local officials here in Utah, just as we have in cities around the country, the 6 cities we're participating in. So it's exciting for us to be able to know that Utah is going along this journey with us and being a finalist in the process.
What are you hearing from artists? Do they like coming to Park City, or what do they like about Utah?
Well, I'll start by saying that artists aspire to have their film played at Sundance. It does put a lot of pressure, to think about the thousands of films that are submitted, and every one of those is an artist who is looking to be discovered or to be seen or heard, or maybe wants to make a next step in their career. And so that's something we think about. And coming to Sundance is like a dream for so many artists. I mean, coming here for the first time, I discovered Utah through the Sundance Film Festival back in the 90s when I started coming here. And so it opened me up to a whole world of film. It opened me up to a new state, a new place I'd never been, Salt Lake and Park City. So I know that when artists come to the festival, they look forward to being part of that, to making those connections, to meeting other artists. And so, for 40 plus years now, Utah has been the backdrop for that. And I know that that's been such an important part of the Sundance history and story. And it's why it's so exciting for us to have Utah joining us in that journey through the next phase of the process. And
one thing he also talked to me a lot about is the need for locals to get involved. He said locals are so important. This takes a village. And he says they're posting volunteer and career opportunities now for entry level, for more expert level, for a wide range of things. He says there's so many different ways you can get involved in Sundance, from the transportation to welcoming to press. So he encouraged people, if they're watching and are curious, there are ways you can kind of dip your toes into Sundance if you live in the area. So he encouraged people to check out the website.
I mean, it's interesting. He's certainly playing the cards kind of close to the vest when it comes to all of these different options they've got. Unsurprisingly, a little bit of political answers. He's talking so great about Utah. I mean, I remember I spoke to Eugene, did a similar interview with him right before this came out. It was, I think, a week or two back before they announced that they'd actually be looking to maybe leave Utah. And he said so much about how great Utah was and how important it was to the history. And I'm sure all of that was very sincere and honest, but it was very interesting. Just a little bit after that, they're looking at leaving. So we'll see what happens. I mean, there's a bunch of other, such
a range of cities. You have Atlanta, which is known for its growing film scene, and then you have these smaller cities, Boulder, which has its own vibe, maybe more similar to Park City, but also very different. So Kentucky, it's such a range of places.
Sundance has some connections with some of the work that they do. They already have an office in Boulder.
True.
I know Colorado and Atlanta, Georgia, each of those locations have put forward millions of dollars in their effort. So there's some stiff competition for sure.